Right, I am going to do some salmon today with noodles. Quite a plain, a sort of a basic kind of chow mein type. Chow mein, sort of basic dressed noodles, and show you a nice way to a nice simple way to do noodles. And put these on first. Got my non-stick pan and noodles. Get this non-stick pan ready, and some salmon. Nice wee trick here I'll show you. Saw Jamie Oliver do this. If you think that you don't like fish skin, then give this method a try. Excuse me, because it's very good. It's a very good way to cook fish skin, to make it really nice. Peppers, peas, I must remember. So just noodles with some, I put peas in there, but you could put those wee bags of mixed vegetables that you get in the supermarkets, you know, with the peppers, with sweet corns and things in it. So salmon. These are salmon fillets, and we want to descale it. Descaling these is a bit of a pain. I just wish they would descale. If you descale the whole fish in the beginning, while it's still whole, it's obviously a lot easier. But they never seem to do that, which is annoying. I know I'm going to need to try this. So this is my fish scaler. You get it for £1. You can use the back of a knife. See, they just don't scale it. It's quite awkward to do this, the fillets, but it's worthwhile. You just kind of have to, because you have to scrape it that way. So it's not very practical when you've got such a small fillet. But just give it a scrape. Get as much off as you can, and it's worth this wee bit of effort. If you just don't want to eat the skin at all, you don't have to bother. You just I'd give it a rinse and get any scales that might fall off, get them off. But if you're just going to fry it on the skin and then throw away the skin, discard the skin, then you don't have to bother doing this. Just fry it. But I'm going to eat this skin, so if you're going to eat it, you've got to descale it. So we'll do them both. It would probably take them the same length of time to descale the whole fish as it does for me to descale these flipping two fillets. And as the chefs Jamie Oliver and all this would always say, if you go to your fishmonger, they'll do it for you, kind of thing. A bit of faffing. Annoying, these scales, they get flipping everywhere and they kind of stick to things. It's really good, this wee filter thing. It's the first time I've had a sink with a filter like that, and it's really useful. Okay, so a wee bit of faffing with the salmon, but it'll be worthwhile. Just dry it off. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put the oil onto the salmon itself. Just going to use vegetable oil. Just going to kind of massage that in, just in my hand. A bit of oil into that. And drop it into the non-stick pan. So I'm going to do most of the cooking of this on the skin. So I've turned that down to 4. We'll just keep an eye on that. Okay, so that's the salmon descaled and just straight on, put a wee bit of oil around it, put it onto the heat, put a wee bit of salt and pepper on it. And all I'm going to do is fry that for most of the time on the on its skin, and then I'll show you a wee trick to get the skin really, if you just fry it like that, the skin will be crispy and it'll be really nice. But we Jamie Oliver idea where we can kind of take it to the next level. So I'm just going to boil these noodles up, throw in a couple of bits of veg, a wee bit of soy sauce, the sesame oil, and then that'll be done. There's nothing to it. What I'm doing here, I was actually wanting wee slices, but yeah, that's fine. My bedroom doesn't smell of fish. So all I do with these fine noodles is just bring it up to the boil and then basically turn it off, and it will just sit there for the next minute or two. Very flexible with the time of these. I've no idea actually what the packet says as to how long to cook them, but just basically once you bring them to the boil, they're pretty much done. They don't take much longer. So just leave them. Pretty clean. I actually have a wee bit of that'll do. Keeping an eye on that fish. We'll turn it down to 3. Maybe just have a wee look at the skin. Hoping you can see this. That looks really, really good. It's getting nice and golden. Not in any hurry with that at all. Just leave it on the skin side for a wee bit longer. So I shall take these noodles off the heat. So I'll do a similar thing tomorrow, I think, with the noodles, but I'll maybe change the sauce slightly, show you a wee variation. Put some garlic and oyster sauce in it, but for now it'll just be... The sauce is going to be basically uncooked that the noodles are in. So that's your peppers, spring onion, chilies, ginger, parsley. Coriander would be good as well, but I've got parsley. Tomorrow. So none of this is going to be cooked, so none of this veg and herbs is going to be cooked, so nutritionally it's I'm actually going to, if I try that, it's just going to fall. I hope that's through falling it. So I think we'll start turning that now. So you can see it's sort of the cooking is coming up the sides. So I'll turn that down to 2, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it right upside down. Come back to that in 1 second. I'll show you. Yeah, I saw Jamie Oliver doing this with some. Anyway, noodles, we'll come back to the salmon in a second. Noodles, just going to use my dark soy sauce just to use it up, but light soy sauce would be good, would be perfectly decent as well. This is going to make it quite dark. Just a bit of soy sauce, and a bit of sesame oil. Oh, peanuts actually, that's what I wanted to do. Remember, good bit of sesame oil. I'm going to toast some peanuts as well. So get a pan on for them. So that's for peanuts. So I just wanted to get these dressed. So that's just sesame oil and the soy sauce, and that's it. Then we'll add all this in. So what I'm going to do, so that fish skin, as it is, really, really good. But it's a wee bit awkward, but what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and lift it off. Trying to get it off in one piece, but it's not going to work. The idea is you lift the skin off, the skin off, and then you fry the soft side off it. So you fry the soft underside of the skin, turn that up to 3 actually. So you're going to fry both sides of that salmon skin. Now it works well with salmon, but it works really well with trout. Trout's I think it's probably one of my favourite fish, and this works really well. Just going to give them a quick crush. You really want to keep an eye on these because they will just burn. They'll burn in a second. Flipping fish scales everywhere. Salmon's breaking up a wee bit, but that's okay. And you can see inside it, you can see that it's just nice, lightly cooked inside. Looks a wee bit messy, but it's okay. So by frying the fish skin like this, it's just going to go really crispy. And then once it cools, yeah, it's so good. So immediately just burn my peanuts. Let's just start lifting. I'm going to try and start lifting some of these bits of salmon out. I didn't season them very well, did I? So what you do is, once you've got some good colour onto that, that looks great, that looks really good. Just kind of take it and fold it a wee bit, just so the air gets round it. And that'll be really snappy, light, crispy. And if anybody doesn't like fish skin, honestly, do that method. Turn that off now, I'm going to call that. So it broke apart a wee bit. It's still kind of pink, just kind of lightly kind of pink in the middle, but that's nice. That'll just finish off. It doesn't look very good, but honestly, this salmon oil, I think that would be good for something. What do you think? We'll pour a wee bit over the. That's just oil. See, I only put oil onto the. I just rubbed some oil onto the salmon, and this oil has come out. I think I'll do a wee touch of it. Just over the fish, just not all of it, but just a wee bit, and then maybe just put the rest in with the noodles. Why not? So not the best looking dish in the world, but honestly, flavour wise, you're just not going to beat that. And that light, the dressed noodles with the vegetables, really good. I'll try and take a bite of that salmon skin. And we'll see if I don't know if you could hear that. So good. Really light, really crunchy. That's properly good, that actually, yeah. So that is your, it broke apart a wee bit, but it's okay. bit of salmon. Try that wee trick. If you don't like the salmon skin, honestly, give that a try. So it goes really, really crispy, and I think it will. You know, if you don't like, I think if you don't like fish skin, that's that should hopefully convert you into at least trying it, because it's so good. So used quite a lot of used quite a lot of stuff today, a lot of equipment today. Oh, peanuts as well, I forgot about them. It's a bit hot. And just some crushed peanuts over the top as well. Ouch. A very light rub. I should use a sponge or something, but it'll be fine. So there you go, as usual, a plate of food in a clean kitchen. A plate of food in a clean kitchen. Not the nicest looking dish, it's a wee bit kind of thrown together, but flavour wise you're not going to beat that at all. That's really, really nice. Sorry, the salmon fell apart, but no. So you get your salmon, your really, really crispy skin on the side, noodles, soy sauce, sesame oil, some vegetables, whatever you've got, peppers, spring onions, chilies, herbs, use parsley, and that's done. And I shall talk to you next time.